Hello everyone and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel and another episode of Patton's Best. And I know what you guys are thinking, episode 26, this guy is completely bonkers. Well, I am bonkers for Patton's Best. It is just such a fun game. Uh, I mean, every day that I have time to play, I am always looking forward to playing Patton's Best. Sure, there are a few things in the game which I don't fancy that much, like enemy reinforcements, for example, which I promise not to complain about again. But you know, it's just one of those things. But otherwise, I really love Patton's Best. It is just I found myself that probably I didn't realize it before I played Patton's Best, but I think the reason I love Patton's Best is because I'm more of a narrative type of player. Like I really like the hunters, and you know, I love Patton's Best. I love the other sub game, the Silent Victory. I love the game where you were defending that picket duty ship, and I'm not talking about picket duty. I'm talking about the rolling and right one. I can't remember the name of it. Should be around here. The USS Laffy, it's named. So I think that is going to be one of the reasons. But yeah, just a lovely game, and. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. We're about halfway through now. We have exciting times because we have an advance up next with light resistance. Combat happens on a roll of 2 or lower. I'm hoping we're gonna skip that because then we have the Battle of Binding, and I think that is gonna be our biggest challenge yet, because that is gonna be battle, which is hard as it is, with lots of Panzerfaust and so on. A battle with heavy resistance. Combat happens on 9 or higher, and there's 2 of them. And like I said, after that, it's going to start to be downhill. After that, we have, let's see, how many battles do we have left? We only have a few battles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's with medium resistance. And I mean, they only happen on a roll of, for example, 5 or lower. So that's going to be our last battles. So battle with heavy resistance, not looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty dicey, pun intended. But after that Battle of Binding, we have our refitting, where we hopefully will get a little bit better tank, not a jumbo where we have to be the constantly the lead tank. And we're gonna have some tough fighting, like into Bastogne and so on. That's gonna be a tough one. We have the Battle of Chaumont, which is also 3 advances here with heavy resistance. So that's also gonna be tough. But after Bastogne, and pardon my very bad pronunciation for that, after Bastogne, on the 27th of December, that is when things will cool down, and we will basically have it very easy. Combat only going to occur in a few days, except for Geislingen, which is going to be a battle with combat happens on 8 or lower with medium resistance, but it's medium, it's not heavy. And then we also have attack out of Moselle Bridgehead, which is an advance with medium resistance. Combat occurs on a 9 or lower. So really after Bastogne, and Bastogne is over here, so we are close to it. I'm thinking that if we can survive Bastogne, I think we're gonna have a real shot at actually finishing this campaign, and I think that is gonna be legendary. I don't know if anyone has ever done that, finishing a campaign with the same commander as they started with. I haven't found anyone yet that I met people that finished a campaign, but by replacing the commander. However, we are very far from being out of the woods yet, so there's really no time to celebrate. The Battle of Binding, I think, is going to be our biggest test, you know, so we'll see if we survive that. Anyway, that is enough of me babbling, guys. Next, we roll for the 4th of December. Combat occurs on a 2 or lower. It is light resistance advance. And roll a 2. That is very unfortunate. I just want to get this Battle of Binding going, but it is what it is. All right, so we have the 4th of December now. At least that is gonna give us a chance of get a higher crew rating. and it's a light advance. And we have to console the weather table. We have clear weather on a roll of 1 to 44. And roll 11, that's amazing. We usually don't have clear weather in December, of course. And then we need to load ammo. We go with 14 smoke rounds, 30 AP rounds, 60 HE rounds, and then we have to consult the extra ammo. And we roll a 5, so that is going to be for an advanced 20 extra HE and 10 extra 30 cal boxes. But we gladly take the 30 cal boxes because that is never a problem for us. We have to load our ready rack. We go with 4 HE. Consult determine amount of daylight available. We are in December, so we have sunrise at 7:45. And sunset at 4 p.m. So again, we're hoping for a low roll here on time and ammo already expended. Let's hope we get a real low roll, and we get a 2, so that's nice. We get that is only 1 hour plus 1. It's always plus 1. So we mark off 2 hours, and that gives us a little bit better than last time. We have 6 hours and 15 minutes. 2, that is going to be 2 30 cal boxes. We go from 10 extra to 8 extra, and 4 HE rounds. We go from 20 to 16 extra HE rounds. Okay, so things are looking pretty good so far. Determine your tank's deployment from the deployment table, and I think I might have just jinxed us. I'm gonna reroll because I didn't drop it in correctly. I drop it in here, and we roll 7. Oh, that is hold down. That is very rare to get. You only get that on a roll of 1 to 8 with the jumbo tanks. Very rare. Marking the open hatches on the gun, and you know the deal on the tank. We open all our hatches. We want to see the enemies in time. Mark the round in the main gun, HE, since we have a 75. Face the turret and tank in direction desired. Everything else is as it should. Determine start area. Starting area is going to be area number 2, which is over here. And exit area is going to be area 5, which is down here. That's not too bad. We can do that. We have clear weather. There's a few A areas in between, but all in all, that should be fine. We don't have any weather time delaying effects. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4 zones. So travel-wise, that is going to be 30 minutes, 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1.5 hour, 1 hour and 45 minutes, 1 hour and 45 minutes, meaning we have roughly 4 hours. 4 hours to spend besides the traveling. So we start by rolling for resistance for the A area. And we roll a 6. That is going to be light resistance, since we have expected resistance for the day is light. And let's see, we have 4 hours. So we basically have 1 hour for every area. So I am going to go ahead and call in for... we'll go with 3 artillery strikes. We skip the air strikes. Let's see here. First one is not granted, and then number 2, number 3 are granted. And I'll call in 1 more. The last one is also granted. We mark off 15 minutes of time. Okay, that's enough for us. We move into the area. We mark off 30 minutes since there is a dirt road, and then we roll for advancing fire, but we spend 2 fuel first, so we go from 35 to 33 fuel. And advancing fire, we roll 9, so that's going to be 4 of each. So we go from 8 extra 30 cal boxes to 4 extra, And we go from 16 extra main gun rounds to 12 extra. Then we roll to see if there is combat. Combat will occur on a roll of 7 or higher. We roll 9. So that means combat will occur. We mark off 50 minutes for combat. We place out our advancing fire. And we have 3 artillery support markers. Let's hope we don't get any tanks. Those are pretty hard to kill with artillery support. 2 enemy units. I don't know why I keep flipping this. First one is going to be 9, which is a machine gun. We can deal with that. Second unit is 71, which is going to be a Spähwagen, Panzerspähwagen, and it's going to be a Spähwagen, so a half track. Let's start with an MG. The MG will start in this area, and distance 9, 6. And distance MG, that is medium. And the Spähwagen will go into this area, and the distance will be, let's see, I think that is close. Let's see here. Yes, that's close. And I'm thinking before, let's roll for just terrain for the MG team. And he rolls a 6. 6 in an A area for infantry is a building. And then we're all for facing for this guy, and that is going to be the rear. And the rear this way, and his terrain 9, which is moving in the open in an A area. Let's put a moving marker. Okay, and then we're all for our advancing fire. First against the MG, which we need a roll of 1 to 39. And we get 68, so it's a no-go. And then for the Spähwagen, we need a roll of 1 to 49. And we get 18, so the Spähwagen retreats. Whoops. So we remove the moving marker. And then we get rid of the advanced fire. Whoops. And we still have 3 artillery support markers, so we are going to try to hit the MG. The MG, we need a roll of 1 to 30 with artillery. First we roll 94. Second time is 48. And last chance 66. So that artillery is no-go. Then we roll to see if there is ambush. Ambush happens on a roll of 1 to 7. And we have a 9. That's very, very rare. Okay, so we start by attempting to spot this guy. We start by attempting to spot with our loader. And we roll 6, so he's spotted. Our loader has a rating of 10. So you can remember, that's just awesome. Okay, we're gonna try to kill this guy now. Let's see here. Fire main gun. See, where is the fire main gun? Rotate turret. There is fire main gun, and our commander will direct fire. Our loader will load, but he will load from AP. Excuse me, he will load from the ready rack, I mean to say. The assistant driver will fire the bow MG, and the driver will do nothing. He's simply stopped. Okay, so let's see what we need to hit this MG team. To hit an infantry target at medium range or with direct fire, we need to roll 30 or lower. We will have the crew gun rating, which is a combination of commander, gunner, and loader. So 9, 9, 10, that's 28. So 30 turns into 58 or lower to hit. And then we unfortunately have target in building, plus 15. Ugh. So our 58 turns into 48, 43. Okay, so 43 or lower we hit. We mark off an HE round. So we go from 12 to 11. 43 or lower, we hit the target, and we will take acquire target here. And roll 22. Awesome. That gives us 1 HE hit. And we are going to fire again with our HE, since we have rate of fire. Remember, rate of fire is anything under 30. Anything under 30, and also gunners and loaders rating, and minus 10 if ammo taken from Red Rack, so 40, 50, 59. So anything under 59 is rate of fire. We mark off another HE round. And this time, instead of 43 or lower to hit, it's gonna be 53 or lower because it's acquired once. So we fire again. And again we hit, and again we get rate of fire. So we will attempt to fire one last time. We mark off an HE round. And we attempt again, and this time instead of 53 or lower to hit, since the target is acquired twice, it's going to be 63 or lower to hit. And now we roll 91, so that is going to be a miss, but a nice attempt. Let's see if we actually kill this guy. Let's see, we have a 55 or lower to kill with a normal hit. And then we have targeting building, targeting woods, targeting fortification. Those are only for area fire. We have direct fire. So 55 or lower to hit. No other modifiers that I can see here. So we have 2 chances to kill this machine gun, 55 or lower. First attempt is a success. We have managed to kill the MG team with our tank. An MG team hiding in a building, trying to kill our infantry squads. We get them. Well done, guys. And that is our VP number 24 for our commander. And then we roll on the enemy action. Random events table is gonna be. And we roll 76, that is enemy reinforcements. So the enemy that will come is number 40, that is gonna be light weapons team. He will spawn over here at, I think that is close range. Yes, it is. And his terrain is gonna be, see, we have an A area that's in the woods. Okay, I think we can kill this guy too. Let's go ahead and attempt to spot. We attempt with our loader, and he's spotted. Our loader has a rating of 10. We go ahead and yeah, I would have fired a bow MG in here, but I forgot to roll for that. Let's roll that. Just 1 round late. 36. We don't spend any ammo. You spend ammo on a roll of 1 to 30. Okay, we will rotate turret and fire main gun this time. And my assistant driver will pass ammo, and we will not reload from ready rack. And loader is loading as usual, so we will put this one here to note that he cannot spot next turn in case we have more enemies. Okay, so we go ahead and rotate the turret and look at our chart. So to hit the target at close range, we need 55 or lower. And crew gun rating, which we said was 28. So it's going to be a, let's see here, 75, 83. 83 or lower to hit. But because we have a target in the woods, it's 78 or lower to hit. Let's see, it should be, yeah, 78 or lower to hit. Okay, so we mark off an HE round. We go from 9 extra to 8 extra. And we attempt to hit this guy. 83. And we needed a 78 or lower. So that is very unfortunate. That means that it's the enemy's turn. So enemy action for light weapons, 25, which is going to be moved to the left. So His new terrain is going to be open, and he will have a moving marker, so he's officially moving in the open, so he's going to be lighter to kill if we can spot him. We roll for friendly action to kill this guy with friendlies. We need a roll of 1 to 39, and roll 76, so it's a no-go. Random events table, and we roll 98, which is going to be flanking fire, so we get a new chance to kill him with our friendlies. This time we need a roll of 1 to 39. And roll 23, so friendlies take him out. We mark the VP, and that is going to be the end of the battle. Let's see here. Can't remember if we killed that Speerwagen or if we got it to retreat, but I think we made it retreat. But we did kill that MG ourselves. And then we go ahead and capture this area, of course. Let's clean this up. Okay, we go back here to determine your tank's deployment from the deployment table. And 77, so this time we're moving and we're also the lead tank. That's not very nice. Mark any open hatches, they're all open. Marked around in the main gun, we'd go with HE as usual. And we place the turret and the tank in direction desired. Let's get rid of these order markers for now. Okay, so we roll for resistance in this A area now. That's not good. That's going to be medium resistance. That's not what we want. So we spend 50 minutes of our time and check out this other A area instead. And we roll a 1, so that's going to be light resistance. The question is, let's see how much time we have left. That's 4 hours and 15 minutes. Travel time is going to be 30 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes, 2 hours. So we still have 2.5 hours. Let's spend 30 minutes calling for artillery. So we have 2 attempts, 1 to 7, we get it. We get 2 artillery strikes. Okay, so we move into the area. We spend 2 fuel. And we spend 30 minutes since it's a dirt road. We roll for advancing fire. We roll 5. That's going to be 2 of each. So we go from 4 extra 30 cal boxes to 2 extra. From 8 extra HE rounds to 6 extra. Roll to see if there is combat. Combat will occur on a roll of 7 or higher. And roll a 2, so there is no combat. We go ahead and capture that area, so that's another VP for us. We need to roll for enemy resistance in this B area. And roll a 2, so there is going to be light resistance. And let's see how much time now. We have 45 minutes, 1.5 hour. So we have roughly 1 hour and 45 minutes. So we'll call in for 2 artillery strikes. 1 to 7, we get it. We get 1. We call in for 1 more. And we get that second attempt. We move in. We spend 45 minutes. There's no direct route. We spend 2 fuels. We go from 31 to 29. And we roll for advancing fire. We roll a 5. That is going to be 2 of each. So we'll go to 30 cal boxes. And from 6 extra to 4 extra HE rounds. We roll to see if combat happens. Combat will happen on a roll of 8 or higher. And roll 2, so there's no combat. And we roll, okay, we capture 1 area, that's 1 VP. We roll to see resistance in the last area, that is going to be a B area. We roll a 9, so that is medium resistance. Let's see, we have 45 minutes to get over there. That means we have 1 hour over, so we will spend 30 minutes calling in for an airstrike and artillery strike. First roll is for the airstrike. It's not granted. Second roll is for the artillery strike. It is granted. We attempt to call in for 2 more artillery strikes. 1 to 7, we get it. We get them both, so we have 2 artillery strikes on the exit area. We move in, we spend our last 45 minutes, and that is going to be 2 fuel, so we go from 29 to 27, and we're all for advancing fire. 8, that is going to be 4 of each. So we get rid of those last 4 extra HE rounds. We go from 30 to 26 30 cal boxes. Now we need to roll to see if combat happens. Combat will occur on a roll of 6 or higher. And we roll 10, so definitely there will be combat. Okay, let's place out our advancing fire, and we are the lead tank now, so this might be a little bit dangerous. We have 3 artillery support and advancing fire, so with a little bit of luck we will make it. First enemy is gonna be punch Speerwagen, and it's gonna be 7. That is Speerwagen. Can definitely deal with that. Second enemy is gonna be an MG team. Third enemy is gonna be another punch Speerwagen, and it will be a Speerwagen. So we have 2 half tracks and 1 MG team. The MG will spawn. Let's see, that is gonna be over here. Distance is gonna be medium. And terrain is gonna be in the woods. And the Speerwagen, the first one, will go over here. Distance will be medium. Facing will be I think that is the side. Yes, sir. And terrain is gonna be in the open. And next Speerwagen will go also over here. Distance will be, I think that might be close. Let's see here. No, that's medium as well. Oops. And his facing will be the front. And his terrain is going to be in the open. It's even going to be moving in the open. Okay, so we have our 3 Germans that are trying to stop us from capturing this exit area, and of course we're not going to let them stop us because we got a mission, we got people to save, we got friendlies to link up with, so you know what's going to happen to these poor schmucks. Let's start with the MG. We need 1 to 39 to make him retreat. 61. Then we have the Speerwagen. We need roll for the one on the left first. 1 to 49. And roll 60. Next one, 1 to 49. And roll 24, so that is going to be enough to make him retreat. And that is all for our advancing fire. And then we have 3 artillery strikes. First artillery strike versus the MG. It's going to be a roll of 1 to 30, but with the modifier, -3 artillery versus MG targets in woods. So 1 to 33 to take him out. Roll 89. To get the Speerwagen, we need a roll of 1 to 40, but then we have a +10 artillery versus vehicle, so 1 to 30. And we roll 29, so the Speerwagen explodes from our friendly artillery support. We mark off 1 knocked out Speerwagen, 1 knocked out half track. Artillery is still hitting this MG team that's hiding in the woods. Still, to kill him, we need a roll of 1 to 33. Second attempt of artillery. And we're all 17. So making explosion noises with your mouth. I knew that it had some kind of effect, but because now we hit with each of these artillery support markers, and that's not something we do always. So I think I'm always going to make explosion noises with my mouth. We mark off a knocked out MG team. Roll now to see if there is an ambush. A roll of 2, yes, there will be an ambush. So we roll on the random events table. And 50 meaning friendly advance. We capture this area. Then we roll. Okay, so it's our turn. We're gonna go ahead and close our hatches. We close our hatches. We put advancing fire with our 30 cal and our coaxial. So we fire our bow MG with the system driver, and our gunner fires the coaxial. We put them in this. We roll. That's going to be one ammo box. 1 to 30 is an ammo box. So we go from 26 30 cal boxes to 25. And our driver is stopping, so we remove the moving marker. And then we go ahead and roll for random events. And roll 76, that is enemy reinforcements. One enemy will go 85, that is going to be a light weapons. And he will go where? He will go here, and he will go at close range. His terrain will be open. That is going to be, sorry, that's going to be the woods. On a roll of 1 to 7, we have woods for light weapons. Okay, and then it's my turn again, and that was unfortunate that I closed my hatches then, but my loader has his spot marker here, so we will attempt to spot with the loader. I roll a 6, so that is enough to spot him. My loader has a rating of 9. And then we have a -3 because he's in close range and so on. I think it's a -3. It's a -2 if it's at close range. Okay, so we will simply rotate turret now and fire main gun. And before we do that, I am going to go ahead and open all my hatches. Actually, there's no reason to open the hatches of the loader, or let's see, it is one here to hit target buttoned up, and that is the button up modifier applies to the first shot at a new target when either the commander is not directing fire or when he is directing fire but from an unopened hatch. I'm a little bit unsure if the vision cupola that we have on this tank actually lets us be buttoned up while directing fire, but I'm unsure of that, so I'm going to keep my hatch open. But the gunner can close his hatch as well as the driver and the assistant driver. So only the commander is going to keep his hatch open. The assistant driver will pass ammo. Commander will direct fire. And the gunner will rotate the turret and fire main gun. And we will load with HE, of course. And we put one of these here to show that the loader will not be able to spot if more enemies come on the board. Okay, so we remove these and we rotate the turret and we check what we need to kill this guy. 55 on close range, which turns into 50 because targeting woods +5, and the 50 turns into 40 rotating turret, 10 per sector. So we have 40 now, but then we have crew gun rating, which is going to be the loader, the commander, and the gunner. So that is 28. So did we say 40? Yes, the 40 turns into 68 or lower. So we need 68 or lower to hit. We mark off an HE round. And roll 31, so we definitely hit him. And we also get acquired target. We attempt to fire again as we get rate of fire. And what did I say I needed? 40, 68. Now it's going to be instead 73 or lower. And roll 26, we definitely hit him again. And we have now acquired target by 2. We attempt to fire one more shot. And now we have an even better modifier. So it's a +10, 68, 78 or lower to hit. And roll 29, so we hit him again. And I mean, officially we could keep firing, I guess, but I don't think we have. Well, let's do it, man. I don't think there's no more markers, but I think you can keep firing until. There's so many rules to this game. Rate of fire says nothing that you cannot keep firing, but so we'll keep firing. 33, we hit again. Let's put some smoke markers to indicate several shots. And we get rate of fire again, so we try again to fire. We mark off an HE round. 1, that is a critical hit, so we put a X2 smoke marker. And I think 5 hits, that is going to be enough, so we're not going to keep hitting. To kill the target, a critical hit, we need to roll 80 or lower. We roll 87, so the critical hit misses. Then we have 4 normal HE hits. We need 50 or lower to hit. Sorry, 55 or lower, and we roll 55. That is exactly what we need to kill this light weapons team. Wow, poor guy. Poor guy. He was nuked out of existence. Do this and this, and finally we do. Whoops, so small these markers. This, and that is the end of them. We mark off. That is going to be. We now have 25 VP for our commander. We mark off another kill. And then we roll on enemy random event table. And roll 47. 47 is going to be friendly advance. So we're not going to do that because the battle is over. We capture the exit area and the day is over. We mark off a captured exit area. I think the day went very well. We're still alive. We still captured our objective, and that was very close because we lost now 2 missions in a row. Very close on that happening again, but of course this time we were luckier with the time. Let's reevaluate our mission. We still have 25 30 cal boxes, still have 554 HE rounds. We have 2 VP from knocking out light weapons from friendlies, and 2 VP for knocking out light weapons and MGs with our team. Then we have 2 VP from knocking out half track, 3 VP which turns into 6 because of our scenario point multiplier, and then captured exit area 10 which turns into 20 VP because of the multiplier, and no friendly forces lost whatsoever. So I gotta say, I think we did great. Our tank has VP of 2. Friendly forces has VP of 4. So I think that is a good score. We knocked out 50% of 33% of our forces and friendly forces combined. And then we have a total of 26 VP from territory. So that is going to be 32 VP in total. Well, not bad for a December day. And then, you know, the funniest part, that is going to be rolling for crew rating increase. So first we have our commander. He needs to roll a 10. So close. Our gunner, Corporal T. Brayton, needs to roll a 10. He rolls a 1. Our loader, W. Peterson, who's been with us from the very start, he cannot increase since he has the hiding rating possible, which is 10. Our driver, Private Nico, needs to roll 8 or higher. He rolls a 1. Come on now, our assistant driver, Private Preemie Jack, needs to roll an 8 or higher. I know you can do it. So many rolls of 1s. Where are my 10s? That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. A little bit sad that we don't get a crew rating. I would like to get the driver and assistant driver up to at least 8 each. And one more 10 would be cool as well, of course. Well, it's going to happen eventually if we keep surviving. Guys, this was episode, what did I say it was? Episode 26, I think. Yeah, no, I'm crazy. Episode 26 of Patton's Best here on the World War II Solitaire channel. I'm running out of after action reports, so I think if we go on much longer, I'm going to have to print some out. If anyone has a copy of Patton's Best laying there, which you don't use, which is in good condition, don't be afraid of sending me one, because I think I'm gonna play this game until it gets broken. Where I'm already seeing some counters are really starting to get worn down. For example, the task force, I had to, like, the paper was going up on it, so it was becoming white. So yeah, I have to be a little bit more careful. Well, that's it, guys. That is Patton's Best. Another successful day of combat. It is. I mean, we are doing good. We are surviving, but I'm gonna try to be not too relaxed, because we have this Battle of Binding, and I have a bad feeling about that one. But after that, I think, and after Bastogne, I think things are gonna be a little bit more chill. So yeah, join me for next episode if you are interested in seeing what happens. And if you're not subscribed, I'll be very happy if you would like to subscribe. Also, liking the video, commenting on the video helps me out a lot. Okay, guys, see you for next episode of Patton's Best.